Hi everyone, Anthony Church Tano here, the internet's busiest music nerd. And it's time for another EP Love segment where I basically talk a bunch of shorter releases that have dropped recently that I think are worth pointing out. You might enjoy them, you might love them, I hope you love them, fingers crossed, because I think they're really fantastic myself. More information on where you can hear these releases linked in the description box. Let's get through this handful of tiny little projects and what makes them so cool. DJ Premier, the legendary producer and DJ, has come through with what is essentially the first installment of what is supposed to be 10, count them, 10 whole EPs released by Nas's Mass Appeal label. Each EP is being curated by a producer and, picking the beats and picking the features, picking the artists that are on these tracks. And Primo is essentially, again, the first in this installment of 10 EPs, which will be curated by the likes of No ID and Swizz Beats and many more to come past this point. But so Primo kind of kicked the whole thing off. Just came right out of the gate with all guns blazing, 5 tracks, because each EP that gets released is going to have 5 cuts. And he just picked great appearances from the likes of Joey Badass and Remy Ma, as well as Rhapsody. Lil Wayne and Slick Rick are in the mix. Freaking Run the Jewels is on the record as well, and they sound great. Look, it's a great collection of 5 tracks, good appearances, good features all around from front to back, not a disappointing cut in the bunch, and the beats bang from cut to cut to cut to cut. No real complaints. The thing just kind of kicks ass. All I can really do is cross my fingers and hope that every EP in this Hip Hop 50 series is just as good, because we're really starting off at a high point with these 5 cuts from Primo. Next, I want to shout out this new EP from Primitive Man, Insurmountable. It is heavy, it is smothering, it is pummeling, it is noisy, it is nihilistic, it is devastating, it is dystopian, it is the end of the world, it is smoke caking everything around you to the point where you can't even see your hand in front of your face. It is smog, it is ash choking your lungs and making you fall to your knees because you can't breathe. It is hot coal chunks flying toward your face and searing you and burning your skin and making you cry, tears of misery, and then those tears roll into the burns that are on your face because of the coal pieces, and that stings because there's salt in your tears. It is a sick, disgusting, filthy, doomy, and distorted handful of cuts, and it's Primitive Man doing what they do well. It's Primitive Man EP. You kind of get what you expect if you've heard the band's previous stuff. And it's quite nasty. I want to give a shout out to an EP that dropped way earlier this year, but I'm just catching up on it now. This 7-inch split from X-Acto and Paranoise. And neither of these acts have I heard of before, but the couple of tracks that are on this split are some of the nastiest, most raw, and most fun, noise rock, electronic, synth punk fusions that I've ever heard. They are nasty, they are quite frantic, they are intense, they are in your face, loaded with personality, chaotic as hell. Reminds me of some of the cool noisecore that I used to listen to back in the 2000s when I was in college, but a little bit more eccentric and weird in a way. I like it, I respect it, I fuck with it, and for sure I'm going to be looking for more material from these 2 artists in the future. Listen to this damn split. And finally, I want to shout out this new Weatherglow EP, a collaboration between 2 of the most respected and revered artists in the bedroom rock pop, lo-fi rock pop, indie DIY community on Bandcamp. That is Weatherday and, of course, Asian Glow. The latter of the 2 has been making a lot of waves as of late, especially with a lot of the quality shoegaze stuff they've been dropping recently. Hopefully you guys caught my Weatherday review from a while back. That was, a really good project. And I'm actually quite surprised. Their styles and respective genre fusions come together really well on this EP, and the songs are so heavy and so epic and so multifaceted and so well mixed, it barely feels like you know, like a rushed together short collection of tracks. This feels almost as gratifying as an album. It's quite epic and, you know, lo-fi, visceral. The production is very textured and rough and exciting. Loving how heavy and layered some of the guitar passages are. I'm loving the way that shoegaze style heaviness and thickness works in with some of the Midwestern emo guitar licks. The vocal work and interplay is consistently impressive too. Just like really good stuff all around from these two. I think some of the material on this EP actually bests a lot of each artist's solo stuff here. I would actually love to hear more music from these two in the future, potentially on a full-length album, considering how goddamn good this EP turns out. So I think that's it for now. Those are the releases that I want to recommend to you in this video. Check them out for yourselves. Everything about them that you need to know or hear is linked down below. I think they're all quite good. I think they're all quite special and for sure are going to be sticking with me toward the end of the year. I think that's everything. You're the best. Transition. Have you given any of these EPs a listen? Did you love them? Did you hate them? What would you rate them? You're the best. You're the best. What should I review next? Hit the like if you like. Please subscribe and please don't cry. Hit the bell as well. Over here next to my head, it's another video that you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, EPs, love forever.